What's going on, fam? Good evening. Welcome to another episode of our podcast. Your host, Carlitos Luna, on tonight's podcast.
Also, Edward Martinez.
And this is Operation
Blue Chip.
Come on, bro.
What's up, big guy? How you
It's
doing,
always a
man?
pleasure saying hi to you, man.
Man,
You always have a good vibe.
I appreciate it, bro, because I'm mad nervous being here right now.
Don't be nervous. I got the solution for that. You being nervous, bro. Look, en México, le llamamos impulso.
Impulso.
Te impulsa a sacar la verdad de ti, bro. Bro.
Hey.
Straight from Mexico, bro.
Operation Blue Chip. Check it out. Check out the logo.
You know, we customized a little bit, bro. Tequilita del mejor, bro. Me lo trajo mi papá de México.
You can also find it at your local Costco.
Costco better be coughing up.
Yeah, they better be.
Bro.
Oh, you for real? That's real
Tranquilo.
tequila, right?
Yeah, bro.
Thank God. Thank God.
Bro, we have fun in this podcast. We have a couple addictions, but
Hey,
we're supposed
salud.
to have fun.
Well, you're sober.
No,
So
I'm sober, but mira. Cero, papa.
Oh my God.
Cero,
I should put that out
cero.
before I took that shot. God. Luckily, I got water, courtesy of Operation Blue Chip. Check this out.
Thank you, everyone that is going to take the time to look at our podcast. Today, we will speak about business and introduction to business.
And how you start your business, right?
Yeah,
Nice.
how you started your business and how I started my business.
Yeah. So-
Eddie, you know, you've been doing business for a while now, and the topic of today is introducing ourselves to the people that need our service. Where do you service your?
My services for CTC Techs,
Yeah.
all of South Florida. So I start from Palm Beach County, and you know that starts from Jupiter.
Yeah.
And I service all the way down to Miami, and I'm talking all the way down to like almost Homestead, and everything in between. Like this Monday, I just went to Fort Lauderdale and Las Olas to go do some cameras, and 2 weeks ago I went down to South Beach to also do some smart home configurations. But other than that, I mean, I'm all over the place. What about you? I know last time we talked about it, you said you were servicing everywhere too.
Yeah, we work a lot of recommendations. So if you want us to give you an estimate, you're like on the other side of Florida, I ask, hey, you know, how'd you got to us? And a lot of people tend to tell us, hey, you know, you're recommended by so-and-so or this person. So I'm like, man, I'll be honest, it's easier I think it's a better option if you call a local roofing company. Let's say if they're like in Fort Myers, because if I go out there, we have more costs. Hotel, you have more expenses as a homeowner.
Yeah.
And that's why I always recommend, hey, you maybe want to talk to someone locally instead of us having over there, because we have more costs if we move over there and take care of your job. The mobilization of
How did you get into roofing, bro?
well, roofing came from, I'm a second generation roofer after my father. My dad started doing roofing when he was very young. He was, I believe, 18 when he started laying down tile.
What do you mean tile? Like
Yeah, like
in the roof?
roof tile.
Oh,
Yeah.
roof tile. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
my dad shared an experience with me that he failed a couple of times.
Fell from the roof.
No, fell and doing a subcontractor. He
Oh.
wasn't good at it. Like he tried it, he was unprofitable. He didn't know how to be profitable as a sub starting. He was young.
Yeah.
Imagine. He was 18, so he paved the way for me. And after that, he left that. Sorry. Empezó a piscar. He went to
Oh, the field.
the field, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
My dad
he's-
was in the field too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to the fields. Noticed that it was hard. It wasn't easy. Thanks to that, he was eligible for the amnesty of the.
Was for the papers?
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan?
Yeah,
There?
Ronald
My
Reagan.
dad did the same
Really?
thing. That's how he got my aunt's papers.
Oh,
and,
wow.
and his papers too, because he told everybody that, well, yeah, everybody was working in the field. Was he here in Florida? Or was
He was
at?
here in Florida. He was here in
Really?
Florida. Oh, he's been in Florida his whole life. And after that, one of my uncles, my tío Florencio, if the story is correct, don't quote me, but that's what my father said, that he took a job as a sub. Someone said, "Hey, they're installing tile. You guys do it?" And my uncle was like, "Yeah, we do it all. We do it all." He didn't know jack or the right way, and he did it. He was profitable. My dad's like, "You made this much?" I said, "Yeah, as a sub, yeah." So he left that and he started getting into tile. And after that, it's been roofing ever since then. My dad did try to start a restaurant business in Ocala, Florida.
Oh, not really.
Yeah, because he was to try something different. It didn't go well. My dad was dying from a problem he had in his stomach, where he would bleed out all the time he went to the bathroom. My dad was dying, and
I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, no, it's part of life. My dad made it. Thankfully, thank God I have my father, and he came back to Palm Beach and started roofing again. We started from zero again because he invested everything in
The restaurant.
the restaurant. It didn't go well. He was dying, and everything we had invested, it went south. It didn't go well. We came back and started doing roofing, various companies, until he came to a very good company that taught us how to work, Company Roofing. Shout out to them for paving the way as well. We learned everything from them, bro. They're anywhere you go and you reference, I work for this company, you get hired. My dad did a little over 20 years working for them. When I was 15, 16 years old, I was already in roofing. Well, actually, no, when I was a kid. My dad, I live in Brentwood up by Lakeworth.
Yeah.
And
You lived in Brentwood?
Yeah.
Right next to Red Lobster?
Yeah.
I lived there too. I swear to God. Willie lived there too. I lived right in front of Willie.
Oh, no, we're meant to be, but.
Yeah, I know, dog. Hey, man. Lived in the trailer park. I left at 3, though. Or 5. Yeah, 3, 4, around that time.
3 or 4 years old? Or
Yeah, 4 years old.
3 or 4?
No, I left at 3 or 4 years old.
No, I lived there for a long time. I met William there.
Yeah, no,
William, one of my best friends. Shout out to William. He's at FSU right now.
That boy's so ugly. Yeah, so ugly.
So that's how I started roofing, and then my dad got me into roofing when I was like, ever since I was young, I have to go do errands all the time. School was over, the phone would ring. Go do this, go do that. You know how Mexican parents be, bro.
Yeah,
Mexican dads. Haz esto, hijo. Haz el otro. ¿Qué no puedes?
Ponte los pilas.
Si no lo haces bien, cuando llegues, ya sabes qué te va a pasar. Y así fue como empecé en roofing, and ever since then, bro, this has been an everyday thing.
Why not be like an electrician or a plumber? You never thought about.
You know
doing
what?
that?
Funny story. I was going to, since roofing was such a hard job, bro. My older brother Marco was good at it, bro. He woke up early in the morning, and he was ready at 5 in the morning to go install roofs, tear off. He enjoyed it so much.
He's crazy.
I wasn't.
You're not built like that?
I wasn't built the way he was, bro. I should be ashamed of myself.
Nah, because I don't blame you, bro.
I'm kidding, bro. It was hot. It was hot, brother. And he will wake up, bro, 5 in the morning, bro. He was ready. He was ready to go install roofs. Funny thing is, I was the opposite.
Really?
Thanks to that hot sun, it was, my dad would wake us up because he didn't like you staying at home. If you weren't doing nothing productive, you were going to go out and do roofing.
Yeah.
And it was early in the morning on a Saturday, and I was covered in my bed. I was like praying. My dad didn't say, "Carlos, ya levántate." So I was like, "Don't take me to work." So I would pick up extracurricular activity at school.
Oh, so you would.
Para que no fuera a trabajar el roofing, bro.
Oh, okay.
So dije, no, yo voy a estudiar. I'm going to go to school because this is not for me. Bro, the balance of life. My brother has been, him and Manny, my younger brother, are phenomenal workers. They go out there, get it done, bro. Whatever time you finish. They don't look at the clock. That was growing up with my father.
Yeah.
I end up, on the other hand, bro, I hated going to work. I did not like it. I was like, I'm going to go to school. I'm going to pick up extracurricular activities so I am not on top of a roof. And, bro, through middle school, high school, college, I was like, I am going to study, and I'm going to go to FSU with my buddy William, and we'll talk about it. This is where it gets interesting. And I'm gonna add to that story. So when my father would wake us up to go to work, I would find ways to stay home, right? And my brother, on the contrary, it was 7 a.m. and we live in Casa del Monte,
Oh,
right here in
okay.
Jogger in Forest Hill. It was 7 a.m. and this guy was intentionally trying to not find a way to go to school. And it was 6:30, bro. I was ready to go to school, bro. I love school. I was ready. My brother, on the other hand, he was just covering himself. He did not, bro. He would go slum. He would just wear like a hoodie. He would just go slum. He would just go, bro. The teacher named him when my mom had a conference, because my brother wasn't bad as a student.
Yeah.
But he was a good student. Like he didn't cause trouble. He didn't have conduct problems. He did not like school whatsoever. I remember mom said, they call you this three-step kid. La señora, su hijo es el niño de 3 pasos. 1, 2, y 3. And I wanted to add to that because it's funny. One liked school, one liked to work.
Yeah.
And now I take care of the business administration, finance, and I work on the business to expand it. And my brother's out there, bro, with the crew. Give him 1,000 squares of tile, flat roof, name it.
Yeah.
Executes the job.
They're on top of it, like out in the field, in the roof, doing the installation.
Yes. And to finish my story of how I got into this, I was going to go to, I got a associate's degree from Palm Beach State College, and my intention was to go with my best friend William to FSU, and I met my wife. Shout out to my beautiful wife. So I met my wife, and my father told me, Carlos, let's start a roofing company. But by that time I had met my beautiful wife, and I decided to stay. I didn't go to FSU, and I'm like, yeah, sure, Dad. I'm interested in starting a roofing company. He's like, but we want to make it official. We want to have a license. We need to, let's start an actual roofing company.
Yeah.
Let's start branding our name. Let's give good quality. And I decided to stay. I didn't go to FSU. I decided to stay and initiate this journey that when I started, I thought I knew it wasn't going to be easy since the beginning. I had no experience in sales. I had no experience in administration. I was scared to tell the client, this is going to be a $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 job. Because I thought that it was a lot. But when you start seeing your costs in business, you start seeing, man, this is what you deserve, because there's a lot that goes on when you do a roof.
The pricing, right?
Yeah, the pricing. So I was scared to tell them, hey, this is going to be $35,000, $40,000. People.
I'm glad you brought up the legal side, because your dad said that he wanted you guys to be legit. And
Correct.
You already did not all the schooling, but you did, like, you graduated high school, and at that point you were ready to go to college in FSU. So you were already in the academic, lane. So then you were more, I don't want to say it was easy for you, but it was a lot susceptible for you to like go ahead and study and pick up these different skills, like legally. You understood that you had to go get a LLC, right, or a corporation.
Yeah, I understood. Well, as a sub, you are required certain documents that it kind of the initial documents you require as a sub, you need as a roofing contractor.
With the LLC, I know for me at least, that I need a LLC, I need a, what's it called? An EIN number so I can open up a bank account. I need a business tax receipt from Palm Beach County. And I also needed my general liability insurance and my workers' comp or workers' comp exempt, because we're here in Florida.
Correct.
So I don't know if you needed something similar, or did you need something a little bit different?
No, for roofing, make sure you have your insurance. You have your insurance. You have your workers' comp, general liability. Obviously, your insurance. In some biz, you're required to have the occupational license.
Yeah.
Occupational license, and obviously, if you want to be certified, you have to have a qualifier to the permits. Basically, the same thing, as any other company. Insurance, be registered, tax ID, EIN number. Obviously, you get that once you're registered with the state of Florida.
Yeah.
Particularly, you need
even payroll. You need like something specific for payroll. I forgot what it was, but it's not an EIN. It's something else. For doing payroll, you need like some sort of number. But it's free. You can get. I think it's free. I think it's like $15. I got mine, but I don't remember how much it costs.
Well, it's in roofing. In order to be eligible for a roofing policy, which would be a little bit cheaper, you have to be leased. You have to be leasing with a company. For instance, basically what it is, from what I understand, if I'm not right, please let us know in the comments. But you lease your workers to a company, and basically they belong to them. Once you have 3 years of that with that leasing company, you're eligible for a policy.
Oh, with an insurance policy.
Yeah, for roofing. There might be other ways that I don't know of. And if you're a roofer out there in South Florida and there's something that I need to know that you guys can help us out or help me out so I can expand my business. Well, I already have a policy because I've been 3 years. What's so hard about roofing, bro, is the cost. To do roofing in South Florida, to stay in business, like I said it before, companies that survive in roofing in Florida are 1 out of 10 and 1 out of 10 in the first 5 years. Because of how expensive it is, the risk. Imagine you have people at 1 or 2, 3 stories, bro. It's just one mistake, bro, and they could lose their lives.
They slip and fall, and they're on the 3rd story, they're dead.
Yeah.
Or paralyzed.
Thankfully, I have not encountered that. I had people fall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and bro, there was an experience of one of my guys that no one noticed he had fell. He got himself from the ranch, and he landed on his ass.
Really?
He went back out there and worked. He's like, "Where were you?" I went to spit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That nigga's crazy, bro.
Bro, he's like, "I went to spit."
He didn't want to get fired.
No, and we were like, okay. Then he's like, "Oh, during lunchtime, oh man, I fell. Like my ass hurts." I'm like, "You want to go home? Like, when did this happen?" Right now, he was good, bro. Guy wanted to work. That was one experience we had when someone fell. Another experience was when someone fell, and all this was years back when we were at a different company. This guy was told to tie himself down. My father went out there. It was a 2-story building, and he told everyone needs to be tied. So when my dad's going down the ladder, he's getting ready to do things in the bottom. This guy unties himself. Bro, my father and my brother saw him fall.
Really?
Yeah. And we were very concerned. We were very scared. I remember Heidel. That's his name. He fell, got hurt from his back, did not die. He was okay. Workers' comp did their thing. Didn't pay him.
They didn't pay him?
They did pay him, but they didn't pay what we thought he deserved. We helped him out. One day he was around Best Buy and got picked up by immigration, bro, and then he never contacted us back again, bro. I guess he was happy. He was from Guatemala. So shout out to all the people from Guatemala that, bro, hardworking people, man. All my guys have Guatemalan descendants.
Have you noticed that, bro? I like a lot of Guats are out here really working. Like, I feel like they kind of replaced the Mexicans.
I think so, bro. I mean, I think it all depends, bro. They're in different fields. Guatemalan people are phenomenal workers, humble people, bro. They're very nice people. Bro, I'm Guatemalan somehow, bro.
You speak the dialect that they
bro,
speak? They got like 16 dialects.
You know what's my last name?
What?
Luna Exalot. Shalot. And it comes from Aztec. And my grandfather told me that my grandmother spoke dialect.
What do you know what dialect? Because mine is Otomi.
Yeah?
Otomi, yeah.
Really?
But Aztecs conquered us, I ain't gonna lie. We're like their worker bees. Out in Hidalgo.
Damn, bro, don't say that out loud, bro. Because imagine, bro, you can't ask in the sun, bro. We should be ashamed of ourselves.
No, especially my job, bro. It's not as intense as roofing is. But do you guys share? I have to have a policy called professional insurance. I don't know if you guys have something like that.
No.
I didn't even know what it was until I started working with this one company from New York. So professional insurance basically covers you if I make a mistake, because I set up the infrastructure for the IT, right?
Right.
Let's just say I go, mind you, I did one in the new building in Palm Beach. That office is for a company called Ocean Sound. They're an investment firm, kind of like what's it called, Ocean. I don't know what they're called, BlackRock. Mm-hmm. The company that owns everything. They're an investment firm that basically just invests billions of dollars and all that. Anyways, if my cabling prevents them from doing their trades or their business in a day, let's just say a day, they can sue me and be like, you made me, stay offline for 8 hours. Those 8 hours cost me $10 million. You owe me $10 million.
Really?
Yes, and that's including with lawyers, anybody's office I do, bro. If I mess up a cable or it's not connected properly, and mind you, I use a $30,000 certifier for each cable that I connect to make sure that it works properly.
When the lawsuit hits, you're out of business next day. I'm like, peace.
Dude, I'm done. I'm done.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting, bro. Interesting. So for all those people out doing low voltage,
Do low voltage IT. So
Okay.
data centers. If you guys are doing data centers, they're dead serious. If you mess up Google's equipment, just leave the country, bro. At that point, yeah.
wow, bro, interesting. What pushed you into this industry specifically? What made you?
Same reason you left, bro. I was done with the heat, man. But I'm not gonna lie though. I like the way you did it. You said that you kind of stayed home and you kind of like you went to school and you found extracurricular activities to go to school, so that way you wouldn't have to go to work with your dad. Like I told you before, I got in trouble and then my dad forced me to go with him, and I just kind of like stuck with him since then. So I wish I would have stuck more to the books, because I feel like I would have gone a lot farther. Because I was in the field. I was picking up drywall, I was picking up buckets. Anybody that's picked up compound buckets, 70 pounds a piece. And that I was dealing with like 40 pallets at a time. It sounds like a lie, and it sounds like I'm lying, but I'm dead serious. But there was that, and I was just done, bro. My back was killing me. I shattered my knee twice. So I went into...
I think you were just built soft, bro.
I think so, bro. I think so, dog. I got stitches on my hands. I messed my body up. So I was just like, nah, man, I'm not. I gotta find something too pretty for this. And then I got into this IT field, bro. And
How'd you like it? How is it something you see growth for the next years? Is it something you enjoy? Because if you enjoy it and you're passionate about what you do, it's extremely important. You're happy, and if you're happy doing what you do, when people hire you, they feel the service you provide them, and it comes with passion. You will get clients, you will be known, people will start seeing your passion for what you're doing. They're like, you know what, he went the extra mile and didn't half-ass the thing. Lo hizo bien, la primera, la segunda, la tercera vez que lo ocupé, me dio el mismo resultado, no la primera vez y de pronto ya no regresó y dio el mismo servicio. So it's always good that you stay consistent, because it's hard, bro. I made a lot of mistakes in the initiation of my business.
really, what can you name one? Like one that kind of like you remember?
The thing is, bro, we started growing a little bit more as far as getting more leads, and I didn't know how to control the leads, because people will call, and all of a sudden I forgot this guy that called a week ago, and then a month ago, and all of a sudden I never gave him my estimate. So I had to get a program. So the thing is, as I build my company, I realized that a program is necessary so you don't forget the leads. Because, bro, imagine I was doing roofing, because when I started, bro, I was actually helping out in the field. I had to go pick up guys, drop off the guys, make it to the job site. Then I would come home, do leads. The leads, follow up with them, do the estimate. So I was all over the place. And I didn't think of all these things that involve a company. You have to have a department for leads, follow back up, the guy that's gonna run your job, project managers, permitting. There's so many departments.
And your dad wanted you to do all that and be on the field?
You know what? No. What happens is I didn't know how to run a company. I did not know that my father project manages the entire job. My brother goes and takes a look at the job and sees the problems. He meets a client and takes a look at it. Then he submits his paperwork into the office, and then now I do the estimate. I quote the entire job and get it together. So my father says, okay, Carlos, so-and-so's house, this is the amount of labor. Because remember, all houses are different.
Yeah.
Depending on the pitch. If it's 1 story, 2 story, some are faster than others.
Yeah.
So all that labor gets estimated different. So you could say, hey, Carlos, you did the neighbor's house and it's the same size and you charge me more. Well, the neighbor didn't have the access you have to throw the trash, so that took more time. The pitch of the house, it's more steep. So that took it took more labor and it took slower. It was slower to uninstall and tear off a house and install the new roof. So that changes in roofing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors that change in roofing, in your estimate. Sorry, not in roofing. Well, it changed roofing and your estimate.
Yeah.
So all these factors change when you give a bid. So all these departments, I didn't know, because imagine, bro, we've been subs for so many years. My dad made it to the 3rd grade, so he had limited amount of knowledge. So I came and brought all these new ideas. I went to school, listening to people, Googling, YouTubing, roofing contractors. I follow people that are
Mind you, this is 2012 when you're doing this, like 2013, right?
I started 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, when you was like full-fledged, like, I'm gonna figure this out.
Now, yeah, bro, imagine you just decide to start a roofing company with no experience.
So 2020.
0. 2020.
Or 2019.
2020.
Okay, so then 2020. So online, because I ain't gonna lie, I feel you on that. Because online, it's vague information. That's why I'm glad we're doing this, because you can give them more specific information. You're letting them know a real company is not just you going out there and working in the field. It's you getting leads. It's you sending out not proposals, estimates on projects, understanding what's a different project can cost. You know,
HOAs, dealing with HOAs.
That's a big one, right?
HOAs. Well, for instance, we sold a job last week. The HOA requires insurance from your automobile insurance. So when you have a house in an HOA, you need your roof estimate, and you say, "Hey, Carlos, I agree on the price. I want to move forward with you. What do I need?" So I typically tell them, "Hey, call your HOA. Let them know, hey, I'm gonna do my roof. What do you need from my contractor that I hired?" So then the HOA says, "Okay, I'm gonna send you an email, and this is what I need
Like
from your contractor."
W-9.
No, general liability, workers' comp, automobile insurance, the license, occupational license. My wife takes care of all that, so she has a better idea of everything she needs. So she deals with all the HOAs, and then she needs a sample of the tile, so the tile could be approved. If it's community only allows tile, the certain portfolios that they are required to install.
Yeah.
You can't just choose whatever you want. So if you live in an HOA, you're required to have in a specific tile or a color that the HOA approves. So once the HOA approves you, you let us know, hey, the HOA approved the tile. So then we submit everything to the building department, and then we place the order of the tile. So let's say I place the order of the tile and the HOA doesn't approve, and then I submit my permits with a certain profile, and I have to change all that. And then let's say I get the tile and I put it in front of his driveway, and then I approve it. That tile's there. I have to pay for it. So you have to deal with the HOA, the building department, the suppliers, and then once you have all these aligned, then you can start the job. Once you have an approval from the HOA to work there, and then you have approved permit. So you have your permit, then the inspectors come. Well, now you deal with inspectors, you deal with clients, you deal with weather.
This is before you tear off anything.
Correct. Before you even tear off or do anything, you have to have an approval from the HOA if you're in an association, and you have to have a permit, and your title has to be ready.
Okay.
So if one of those things...
How long does it usually take? From I agree, I want you to do it.
Okay, good question. Palm Beach County, the permitting now takes 4 to 5 weeks to approve your permit. HOA, well, we take probably around 3 to 4 days to get all your certificates, because we have to send the certificates to the community. Wants certificates of insurance specifically to their community.
Okay.
And then inside the community, there's subdivisions. So, for instance, let's say
Olympia,
then they have a subdivision called
Cascade.
There you go. So now you need certificates for Olympia, then you need certificates of insurance for Cascade. So they're very specific the way they want things. After that, it takes us 3 to 4 days to get all this approved. All the certificates, and it takes them. Some HOAs, bro, get together once a month.
Oh.
So people have to wait until they meet, so they get the people in the HOA are on the board. The people from the board approve for people on the board approve the color and your profile. They're like, okay, we already agree that you can install this. Once we get that okay, so that takes probably, it could take a month, then another month for the permitting. And then let's say if you want a specific tile, it could take 3 to 4 weeks as well. So it just, it all depends.
That raises a lot of questions now. Like, okay, I'm curious about your first time dealing with that. When you first started your business.
Headache.
It was a headache. How'd you find out? You found out like knocking yourself around, like, all right.
Yeah. The way you find out what you have to do after you trip. Where do I go? And that's the thing, bro. I didn't know any of this as a roofing contractor. I found out how to do all this by knocking on doors, bro. Bro, people do not understand that if you do not ask questions to address yourself to the correct spot, you just won't find answers. No one's gonna come and say, hey, this is how you do things. You have to find your own ways. You have to do your own research. You have to invest time in your business. You have to read a book and educate yourself to what's next. You call people, bro. Have good friends. I always say, there's a saying in Spanish, la unión hace la fuerza. So call your friends. If your friend's a good friend, he's a roofer. Hey, buddy, I have a house here and I don't know where to move. Do you have any pointers for me? Where could I start? And they guide you. If they're good friends, people don't guide you, bro. People get jealous of, oh, you started a company. Why should I help you? People, and I understand, bro. People's time is valuable. But if you have good friends, bro, it's good to have good friends that can help you.
With just growing your business. So you were knocking on people's doors?
Oh, bro. When I started, bro, I was knocking on doors. I let everyone know what I do. It's important that you let everyone know what you do. There's a gentleman that is a salesman for Company Roofing, and he taught me when I got my first internship. Started in sales. I had a couple internships too, bro. There was a gentleman that gave me the opportunity to work in his company for Pace Roofing, and Mr. Joe Pace gave me the opportunity to work as an intern, and that's where I started getting experience when it comes to the insides of a company. And there was a salesman for Company Roofing, and this gentleman said, people will not know what you do until you let them know what you do. And it was right. Everyone has to know what you do. When they think of roofing, oh, my friend Eddie, my friend Carlos, cameras Eddie, or my friend Edwin, or a lot of people that do these.
So you did internships? Like you went to a company? Are these people you did work with, or you just?
Oh yeah, my father was a sub and asked if I could go in there and
on shadow.
Yeah, after I was innocent, I was young. I was probably I was still in high school.
Oh, okay.
And then I decided to open my mouth that I wanted to start a company in the future, and they took me out. I think they took me out, and I'm not gonna say what company took me out, but this company took me out of learning. Because
they took you out of the What do you mean by that?
Like they let me go.
Oh, they didn't want you.
Ya me dejaron regresar.
Oh.
Aprender.
Okay.
Pero yo inocentemente le dije que quería abrir una compañía, pero bro, I wasn't gonna do it then. No tenía ni experiencia. Era solamente, I just visualize these things, bro. Yo nomás hablaba y dije, un día voy a tener una empresa. Because my father, yo me preguntaba, ya hacemos todo tipo de trabajo. ¿Qué falta? ¿Qué falta? Why can I not do my own thing? ¿Por qué ellos sí, yo no? ¿Qué me falta?
So the fact that you shared that, they told you nah.
Yeah, they're like, so that was the reason why they said thank you, and I never got called back to go and learn.
Would you do that to somebody now?
No, bro. I have no secrets. Bro, yo pienso que as much as you teach someone, if they don't have discipline, if they don't chase it enough, if they don't go the extra mile, if they don't educate themselves, you can tell them all your secrets, bro. But you have to get up and get it done.
Yeah.
While people go out there and party, you're sleeping because you need a good rest. While people are out there wasting their time, I'm reading the Contractor's Manual. I read every day, at least 10, 15 minutes, bro. And I read books about roofing, about business. I would not do that to someone because I wanted that opportunity. And there's people that want to learn as well. And
so how much did all this paperwork cost you? Like when you first started off? And what I mean by cost you is like learning. How did you know you needed EIN?
I don't remember how I knew what paperwork I needed because since I was probably 14, 15 years old, it was already established.
Oh, okay.
So everything's already done. Accountants, bro. Accountant, you have a good accountant. A shout out to my accountant, Alona. One of the best accountants I have met, bro. She's phenomenal.
Is that the one that's off of Florida Mango?
No, she is located. The name of her company is the L Crew Accounting, and they are located in Lake Worth. If you guys are you guys seeking a good accountant, contact Alana. We're gonna leave her information in one of in the bio, or in her information in one of the descriptions.
In the description, yeah.
And check her out. Highly recommend her. She is phenomenal. Family-owned business, family-oriented. You know, we share the same values.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. You know how I found out about it? All the paperwork. Because it wasn't established for me. When I was with my dad, I started the company at 2018, and I was just Googling stuff, and I literally just went to irs.gov and just picked out an LLC, and got my EIN number that way. But the only reason I knew that was because I was trying to open up a business account, and they kept asking me, "Do you have an EIN? And I'm like, "What the fuck is that? I got a social security number." and they're like, "No, you need an EIN, and you need to register your business." I'm like, "Where do I register it?" And that's when I found out about sunbiz.org. That's when I found out about the EIN at the irs.gov and W-9s. I didn't even know what W-9s were, bro. I had no idea what that was.
Oh yeah,
and
W-9s.
And then the insurance. I ain't gonna lie, I even have a little bit of a mix up with workers' comp. I don't know if you ever had to deal with a nightmare with workers' comp.
I had a lot of deals, a lot of paperwork, bro.
Yeah, workers' comp sucks.
So if you want to start your business, you don't know where to start, call your accountant, look for an accountant, and an accountant will set you up. Pick their brains and they'll teach you. They'll even open, some accountants even open the business for you.
Yeah.
They apply for your EIN. They come up with the name. So the best way to start is, if you don't know how, contact your local accountant and they'll set up the business and start calling your friends. Pick people's brains. Learn about what they're doing and maybe mind that the way people run their businesses is not the way you're going to run your business. I always suggest find your own recipe, find your own way of building your company, because what works for you might not work for me, because you went through experiences that I didn't go through. Yeah. So I wouldn't understand it.
Yeah.
But you always have at least a good path to where to start. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to do different. This is different from Eddie.
Yeah.
You know, what about you, Eddie? When you started, how did you get your first clients? What did you do in order to build your clientele?
My first client in CTC Techs, I share the story with everybody. I started because I met a guy randomly at a job site, and I told him, "Hey, show me how you do your job and I'll pay you." He laughed at me. He's like, "What do you mean you'll pay me?" I'm like, "I'll pay you money so that way you can show me what you do." And he did not believe me. I'm dead serious, bro. I work for free. I swear to God, I work for free. And he's like, no, I'll pay you. Here's my number. And I'm like, all right.
Really?
And we stayed in contact, and he called me one time for a kapow over there in Delray, and it never came into fruition. So I was like, oh, no hard feelings, bro. If it didn't come through, it didn't come through. He's like, all right. And then he called me again in February of this year, and we were working in the New York Jets office here in Palm Beach County.
Oh, wow.
And that's when he introduced me to a guy named Danny. Shout out to Danny if you watch this, bro. There's a lot of love and respect for you, bro.
Danny?
Danny's good people,
You're
man.
The man.
Danny Grimes, man. That's my guy. Anyway, so Danny Grimes, he met me, took a liking to me, and
you want a water, bro?
Yeah, I didn't even know you had this. Hey, Danny, we need one of these.
I'm a magician too, bro. Ka-ching.
Yeah,
bro.
Danny, bro, I want to say Danny helped this trajectory, bro, because after I got him, dog, that's the one I told you about that my daughter was born. And then we went, and then I had a full-time project I had to turn in, and I was with Danny. And then from there, I just kept picking up more and more projects. Facebook Marketplace, word of mouth.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. What about you?
What was the question?
No, what's it called? What was
I lost my
matter of fact? We got questions over here that we wrote down. What
We're
was
trying to
the-
be more organized because that's when we're all over the place. We're like, wait, we need to structure this because people will not see our podcast if we're just who wants to see two people that are not interested. I'm trying to at least give people some information, feed them information if they want to start any business. At least in roofing, I have some experience. I'm not the best, I'm not the biggest, but bro, I'm just having fun sharing my experience. Hopefully, what helps me or help me can help someone else.
But business, you definitely know business, bro. Not just roofing. I feel like you could run any business
Thank you, appreciate it.
because you're really smart, bro.
Oh,
But
I
I did have,
appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
I did like this. Did you price your first services right in the beginning, or you're undercharging like crazy?
Bro,
Like, can you remember one that you undercharged?
yeah, I did a job for this Cuban lady. Did the job. To be honest, I don't know if I made money because
You probably didn't.
I got paid my guys, have leftover money, and I'm like, I made money. I didn't know how to budget a job. I didn't know how to put the cost of my job in the computer, and then I quoted 10,000 in material. I spent 9,000 or 10,000. So I didn't know if it matched. For instance, generally what I do is I quote labor, I quote material, expenses and profit, right?
Yeah.
So when I do my estimate, I try to make sure when I'm doing the job that if I quoted $10,000 in labor, I don't go over 10,000. And if I made some extra money because it was done faster, then at least I made some extra money in labor. Let's say if I spent 8,500 in labor and I quoted 10, I just made an extra profit. So extra profit, and then material, the same thing. We allocate everything where it has to be. Receipts go into one of our programs, our software, and then I see material I spent, everything I spent on material and what I estimated. Let's say if I saved material or I didn't need X amount of things, I made a little bit of profit on material because you just never know.
You mark up material?
I do.
I'm gonna start doing
Sometimes it all depends, bro. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because let's say if I'm not so busy, bro, I don't. For the most part, I have to mark it up, and I'll tell you why. People mark your material up. Why? Because you went and got the material. You made the 2 or 3 runs to Home Depot. You didn't see something in a job that you encounter, and all of a sudden now you have to go get a metal from Miami because they're the ones that have it. You have to mark it up.
You know what's funny? People don't appreciate that. They don't care that Home Depot is like 20 minutes away. It might be 20 minutes away, but it's two ways. So that's 40 minutes. That's an hour.
Okay, that's it. You're the boss man, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Jefe, we're missing an
Nails.
extra roll.
Yeah,
The
extra roll.
supplier we use is closed. You know what? We need to cover this roof. Have Manny just make a run to Home Depot. But Manny is putting an extra hour of work. So now Manny is charging me an extra hour of work. And it took him a whole hour, per se. So now it's an extra hour. And then that slowed the crew, the entire crew. They can't go home because we have to wrap up the job. And that whole, now everyone waited an hour. So now 10 guys have an extra hour of work.
Yeah.
So these are the kind of things you encounter. So you have to mark up the material. You're not gonna tell the owner, "Hey, bro, oh, we saw this. Now we have to charge you." You can't.
No.
You'll lose a customer.
Yeah.
You have to mark up the material because time is money, and people are on the time. Every worker you have, they ain't gonna say, "Hey, bro, you know what? You're running your business. Let me just let you have that extra hour." People, and they're in the right. People have to get paid. People take the time to go to work. Bro, men do the job. Men have to get paid. No, men, not specifically men, but anyone in your job site.
No, I agree. You're not. They're not doing you a favor. You're doing them a service.
Well, exactly. It's like when you hired someone for a wedding.
Oh, I love that analogy. That's a great analogy.
They got everything for you. You didn't go. You just sat down. They did everything. They hired Luna and Sons Roofing. I'm the roofing planner. I plan everything. All you have to do is just just enjoy. Give me the information I need, and just enjoy your day. Luna and Sons Roofing will take care of you. It's like planning your wedding, bro. If something goes wrong, she's liable for this. If there's an extra guest, she needs to have that into consideration. I don't know. I think extra guests. Mexicans always have extra guests.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. All
Maybe
day.
in other weddings they do. They do in different cultures, but that's what it is. So
I think that's a great analogy though, because the wife would appreciate that. The wife would appreciate not having to deal with that headache on her big day. Me as a homeowner don't want to hear about, oh, there's a roll missing, and now I need you to go pick it up.
I charge you. This is why I charge you cheap. So now understanding, you go get the roll. What the heck? But you know what? The price is you give a customer is your price.
You stay on that.
Well, because you know the value of your job, the value of what you're going to provide. You know, and think about it. You do someone a favor and you're like, you know what, I'm going to charge them. But guess what? When it comes to paying, they won't remember that you give them a discount. They didn't remember that you went cheaper on him. You gave him a cheaper estimate. You know?
I charge cheap. So my first project in CTC Techs, bro, I'll say the number. Well, no. Okay, fuck it. I'll say it.
Just say it.
Yeah, I charged $14,000
Okay.
on my first project. And my estimate, I said that it was going to take me a month. 2 weeks pre-wire, 2 weeks once the drywall is up and I can do my final installation. I was there for 3 months. 3 months, and I ran out of I spent the budget already after the first 3 weeks because I spent it on labor. I spent it on all the help I needed. So my money was gone. So by the final week, I remember, bro, mind you, this is a big company. So I got people from Chicago flying in, and these guys are like the brains of the operation. They program everything, right? So they're sending emails with photos of my work, sending it back to New York and Chicago and complaining and saying that I'm doing it wrong. They're saying that this is all wrong. This is not passing certifications. Mind you, like I said, a $30,000 machine. I'm not playing. It's $30,000. You connect to it and it certifies it, and then they send that to like Cisco and all these other companies, so that way they can give warranty to their products because their system is like over $200,000. So, mind you, I'm in this big office, big client, big companies, and I look like the dumbass in front of everybody. And then I only charged $14,000. That job was probably worth like $32,000. I left so much money on the table, bro, and it cost me when I had to go work at other projects to pay my guys.
Did you learn?
So much.
So
it was worth it. It was worth it.
If you look, people don't know this, and the people that do know that I had a partner that took advantage of me, my mentor, which I did learn from him.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing I take from this is that I learned. He thinks he schooled me. When you get caught, I schooled you.
Is he still around?
He's still around.
Have you seen him or not?
I've seen him around.
You've seen him?
I've seen him around. I would want him to see me around all South Florida and say, Luna and so he could remember who.
Yeah, like, yo, he's trying to play you.
Yeah. It was $250,000, bro. Easy. Bro, it was a lot of money. If there's two paths you could take going to the first day I met him, not going through what I went through and going through it, which path would I take? Guess.
I'm assuming going through it.
Because I wouldn't be who I am now, bro. It humbled me up. It let me know that money's faster than you. Money comes and goes. And the best thing you have after money's gone is who you are as a person.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And same thing for you. Your experience taught you how to bid a job. I learned how to bid a metal job after I lost like 12 grand. My profit was 6. The guy was like, you could do it for this much or you get the job. I was like, I'll just do it. Bro,
Yeah.
That metal job came with a lot of problems. It came with a lot of problems because I did a favor. Like, I didn't consider the favor I did. I touched a roof that a previous roofer had touched. So the finished product looked bad because of the first people that touched the job. The guy did not want to tear up the entire house. He's like, just go from here. And guess who ended up being the villain?
You.
Because the final product looked ugly. But they didn't say that when they saw the first ply, they had wrinkles and the metal went on top of it. And it just looked bad, bro. It looked bad. And I was a little bit upset because I should have not taken the job. Because when two people touch the job, now you point fingers, him, me.
And you don't want to be that guy. And not for nothing, I kind of learned that too. You don't want to be the guy pointing fingers.
You makes it look bad, bro. Oh, him, no, bro. When there's something, bro, I have fixed problems that don't even belong to me. Let's just get it fixed. Let's move forward.
Exactly.
People will always remember the last job you did.
Yeah.
And the last job, you could do 10 good jobs. The last one, oh, look at it, this is the job he did.
Exactly.
So you have to be loyal to yourself as a person and as a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
Do not think that because you charge a lot of money, it all goes profit. No, you have so many expenses.
So many.
And
that $14,000 I made, bro, I didn't make that $14,000. I had to pay back like $9,000 to everybody I owed. And then the remaining of that was like, just because they paid me a little bit, like I said, it was 3 months. They paid me a month and a half in because they knew I needed the money, and they also knew that I undercharged anyways. So like, we're gonna give it to him, and then he's gonna finish it. Because I'm a man of my word.
What kind of job was it?
This is
a commercial job.
Commercial job, bro.
Where at?
Over there in on One Flagler and on Okeechobee, right before you pass the Palm Beach Island.
Who was it for?
For Danny Grimes.
Oh, okay.
My good guy, bro. Yeah.
But he gave you that.
He gave me the opportunity, bro.
And he does not know he made a great man out of you as a business and growth.
Yeah, bro. We're still in contact, bro. He's got me. Yeah, bro. He's giving me more projects.
Wow.
Bro. He got me lined up for a lot.
What a great man. Same thing with.
But he knew he played me though. He's the one that taught me down on the number.
Hey.
He's like, hey, bro, you want to work? You better pay.
Hey, you got business, bro. At the end of the day, don't take it to the heart and don't do business. You can do business with friends, but things clear. Things clear since the beginning. It's hard because it's like, he's my buddy. How
He's not my buddy though.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying sometimes people that do business with buddies, if you're a good business guy, leave things clear since the beginning.
Yeah.
Send a formal contract. This is included. This is not included.
Yeah.
Brother, I'm doing you a favor in this one, bro. Take a look at it. Be decent about this. Be okay. I'm not gonna overcharge you, but at the end of the day, bro, think about it. No matter who it is you're doing a job for. And this happens. Let's say you call me and say, hey, Carlos, I have a house up in Boca, and I need you to, it's just one tile. How much could I charge already? My minimum is $800 to go out there and just to put up the ladder, bro. Let's say you're my buddy or you're not my buddy. Some people say, it's just one tile, bro. You're going to charge $1,200. It's not just one tile. It's the risk.
Yeah.
Let's say one of my guys falls. Hey, remember I charged you $1,200, bro, but my guy fell. Help me out, bro. That's your problem.
What that got to do with me? Yeah, have you? You know what's crazy, bro? You know how I told you I advertise on Facebook Marketplace, so I got a lot of low ballers, right? And I had this one guy, bro. He hit me up, and mind you, I for per camera that I install is $250 per. And that's not including the camera. You have to still buy the camera, or I could buy the camera. Right. So, but minimum is $250, and that's just if you're on a single roof, whatever. This guy hit me up, and he's like, "Yo, I got 4 cameras I want to install. $250. That's $1,000." Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I could pull up to your house as long as it's a single story and there's attic access. That's $1,000. And he's like, I got this other guy that said he'll do it for $150. And I'm like, all right, fine, let him go get it. But I've had a lot of people talk to me like that because they kind of don't value my work. They're just kind of like, yo, you know what? Somebody else will do it cheaper. But I'm like, yeah, they could do it cheaper, but I'm not. Why would I take that risk?
Do you find customers that say, hey, I could do it cheaper? How do you take a customer that says, for instance, hey Eddie, I have someone that's way cheaper than you by $500.
Depends what it is. So let's just say no, you're fine. So let's just say you want a camera installed, a single camera. I would tell you, listen, bro, I think it'll probably be best that you go and buy a Google Home Cam. Because if I go out there, bro, I have to charge you for the cam plus a markup plus like $250. Even if I have to just like put it on the wall and it connects to Wi-Fi. And you might be like, why? I'll be like, well, it's because it's my time, dude. Like, I got to show up and
you run a business.
Yeah, and if someone says someone else to do it cheaper, I'd be like, I'd go with them if it was me. You know what I'm saying? If I was a customer, I'd go there. And people were like, really? You would go down? I'm like, nah.
I have had people that lowball me, and people say, I have someone that does it cheaper. Well, man, compare apples to apples. And if I can't beat the price, my recommendation to you is I recommend you to go with them.
Yeah. I agree.
Because they have something that I don't have. I don't know what they're doing, something that's working for them, and I don't have that.
The numbers don't make sense to you.
Well, to me,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they underpay the labor. Maybe they get the material for someone else. Whatever it is, I recommend you to go with them. I can't do it.
I don't blame you, bro. Listen,
I can't do it. I'm not that guy. I won't install it. I won't be able to do it for that price.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
It's not happening. For what? So I don't make that my ends meet.
Exactly. Let me see. Operation data. What did your first project look like? Did it go smooth or was it chaos?
Nah, smooth.
It was smooth.
Yeah.
Well, you had.
Well, because I got help with the permit. I don't remember how I did. I got help with the permit. It was a single family house. It was in a bad location, but doing the job was quality, bro. We did it right, and it was smooth, in and out, quick inspections, some easy stuff. Because remember, as a sub, you take care of inspections. You pass inspection, you know how all that goes.
Yeah.
And it was smooth. How about you? Well, you already told me. Was that the first one with Danny?
Yeah, first one with Danny. That was my first real project. Because I've done little camera jobs in here and there. But this one, I was like the real guy. I was like, yo, talk to Eddie. Everybody's talking to Eddie. So
man, but this guy gave it the opportunity to work, man. God bless him.
God bless him.
He's going to be successful in his business. Why? Because, bro, when you give opportunity, you have growth.
He's actually pretty successful.
That's exactly why successful people, bro, don't look at competition. Successful people do not turn and look at what you made with, bro. Successful people have their money.
Yes.
Already, Eddie charges 14. I put a markup. I'm winning 18 grand. So, I made $4,000 profit.
Yeah.
And
you got a guy that's
he does it. I made my money, keep on going. Successful people are looking at the next job. They're not trying to just, I'm going to give you this amount of money and lowball you, bro. Like any business guy, you want, to be profitable.
Yeah.
But if you give opportunity and you let people win money, you will win money because people stay where they're treated better.
Yeah.
Take care of your team. Take care of the people that you work with. Take care of the people that give you opportunity. Value these people. Don't take advantage of the people that help you because, everyone needs a hand to build.
It was something I catch myself on doing, bro, and I know my girl tells me I need to cut that out. It's I like to call myself an honorable guy, but I don't like if I give you my word, if I tell you something, I want to follow through by it. And I remember last episode I told you about the guy that I have made a schedule with him that I'm gonna go install his cameras that day, and he canceled on me the day before, and it was funny, but it really got on my nerves because I was like, bro, if we shook hands and we looked eye to eye, I think you should honor that as a man. But my girl told me this is business, dude. You can't feel no type of way. Like I understand handshake deals are important to you as a man because you are gonna follow what you say, but not everyone's gonna operate like that. So I feel like I need to lean off of that and do the paperwork side, like you told me, take a deposit, sign a contract.
And the contract is manual. It tells you when does a deal become official.
The contract signed.
When you have a contract signed. Sign the contract, collect the deposit. It's not the same, hey, see you Tuesday. Oh, bro, you know what? I'm not feeling too good. You could make a numerous amount of excuses. But if I gave you a deposit, you collect the deposit from me, what am I expecting? You know what? You need to come, bro. I gave you a deposit.
Yeah.
You force people to be serious.
Yeah.
You are serious, bro. Forget the contract, bro. I'm going to collect a deposit. To me, a deposit is more important than the contract. Well, as a business owner, at least I know the contract's extremely important. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But the client, if he gives you the deposit, he's gonna pull through. But that's why you make your reputation. Wait a minute, Carlos is recommended by the neighbor, and someone knows Carlos. He would not do me wrong. Normally, no one gives you a deposit without a contract, bro. I had one of my clients paid 50% of the job.
50%.
A $28,000 job.
I say 50%.
He gave me 50%.
That's crazy.
You know why?
Because he knows you.
Because he knows who I am. And the people I work with are all word of mouth. Really? How do you do your marketing?
My marketing, I do it Facebook Marketplace and my website and things like this. Honestly, like we constantly I don't know if you noticed.
Marketing now.
Yeah, this is marketing, bro. This is my marketing. I go on social media and I post pictures and I try to tag myself and I show more and more people what I do. And I'm vocal, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of I don't want to say embarrassing, that's the wrong word. But I feel like I have to put myself out there, bro, cuz how else am I going to meet the guy that, you know, just moved to Florida and doesn't know anybody and needs to get 18 cameras installed in his home?
I guaranteed you someone is going to sign a contract tomorrow involving what you do.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, someone, every day you wake up, how many people are in your trade? You can count numerous amount of people.
So many people.
Okay.
Well, yeah, go ahead. Because there's a fun fact about that, about low voltage IT in Palm Beach County.
Share it.
So it's not as many as you would think. There's like maybe 5 large companies here in Palm Beach County, right? And a lot of it is with biotech. And I don't know if you know about biotech, but if you go down to like Jupiter, you'll see all those massive hospitals doing these massive research. These guys have massive infrastructure, data cables out, crazy. It's insane what they're doing. It's billions of dollars being invested. So I'm kind of in the sweet spot where I'm like getting in right now. I wish I had more of a reputation so I could get more of the bigger projects. This is what it's for, so I can get myself out there. I also need to build more of a team. But fun fact about that is just that right now I think we're helping the GDP of the United States of America, the low voltage IT, because there's not a lot of us out there.
You're in a good industry.
Great industry, dude. Great, and I'm not breaking my back like I was when I was doing drywall.
Oh, good stuff, bro. You're building something for yourself. You're building your own future.
Yeah.
There's a saying. Si tú no construyes tu futuro, vas a construirlo para alguien más.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's tough, bro. It's tough because like
Nothing's easy.
It's so tough, bro. Okay, I'll be honest right now. I have moments during the week that I be thinking about getting a job, and the reason why is because it's more secure. You know, having your own business is nice. You get to have people say your own hours, but you know, you having your own hours is not real. You know, your hours are invested in your business, and if you're serious about business, it's gonna consume a lot of your life. But what's it called? It feels fickle, because right now, I mean, I know let me not ramble. But how do you market your business?
I want to get what you just said. I want to add to it right now because we're speaking about it. I'll get into the marketing. I'll let you know something that helped me. I used to work as a sub with my father.
Mm-hmm.
We were subs for a company.
Yeah.
There was a paycheck every Friday. When we decided to do our own gig, that every Friday was over.
Yeah.
Bro, we lasted 3.5 years at no paycheck. Probably 4. No paycheck. 3.5, 4 years, bro. I left my entire life. People thought I was cheap. People did not know I was broke. I did not. The money we had saved, things went south. You encounter things in life, bro. Bank account depleted, and I'm open to share because now it's just part of who I am now, brother. 3.5, 4 years, probably, bro, easily 4 years. No paycheck. People criticize me. You're doing this wrong, dude. I did everything wrong. Yet now I'm in business. I went through a big loss. I'm still in business after my loss, and I am happy to say, do not give up. You will be miserable because you have no paycheck. You have your lifestyle. You won't be able to do the same things
At all.
But now I'm 6 years into what I'm doing almost, and I will never regret a single part of what I lived through because I am able now to travel a little more. I'm not a big spender. I like making sure that you have to have the lights on your company at least for 6 months on. So in order to do that, you have to make sure you can make money in jobs, and the good jobs. Save your money, invest in your company, invest in your education. Do not give up when you feel things are not right. If you are faithful like I am, I'm a faithful man. Faith is what kept me going. Faith is what gave me the strength I needed, because after I wanted to quit 3 years into this, if I had quit 3 or 4 years into my business, I had lost 3 or 4 years of my life. And I was not, the more I worked, the more the time continued, and the deeper I was in, I knew there was less possibility of me giving up, because what about the 3-4 years of experience I did?
Exactly.
And to answer your question on marketing, I market my business by sharing Instagram. I tag in my personal account, my business account, bro. I don't even market that much, bro. Honestly, bro, I've been busy for the last 3 years, bro. By now, 2.5 years, I've been busy by making good contacts, letting people know what I did, bro. I sold a job in the restaurant on the line. Some lady, I don't even know how it started, bro. I told her I did roofing. Oh, really? My husband, we were doing a Seacrest bank for camping and roofing, and I just told her I started my own gig and maybe I could beat the price of whatever she had, bro. It was an inspector for Stewart, and he gave me the job, gave me the opportunity. My dad did the job like he knows. My dad did the job like he knows. My brothers.
Yeah.
And I market my job by letting people know what I do. I go out and invest in people, bro. How do I invest in people? I go to the restaurants. I consume out of the product, so maybe they give me the opportunity to invest in mine, and I do. People, don't be cheap. Go out there and support your friend, just like you support artists. It's something I saw on Facebook. Go out there and just, if your friend does roofing, in my, like, for instance, in my particular field,
Yeah.
share your friend. Who
Yeah.
cares? The market's too big. I have all my family are all in roofing. They all do roofing, and we all work together. It's crazy. Shout out to all the roofers. Shout out to my family that does roofing. My cousin Ruben, my cousin Saul, my cousin Martin. All my cousins, bro, do roofing, and they're in the industry, and they help me when I need it. And hopefully, whenever they need me, I think I'm able to help, bro. We make a big team, and we're all roofers.
They work for themselves?
Yeah, they work as subs. They work for companies, and some they do their own gigs. They work for themselves, and they all do roofing. And guess what, bro? I feel like we're all successful because we work as a team. I'm not seeing what my cousin does. If he's successful, bro, go kill it. Maybe you could contact me and you could give me work. Network and work with your team, work with your family, and be loyal, be honest. Don't take their guys. Don't take their jobs.
Yeah.
If they're being courteous enough to give an opportunity, don't pay them the way you want people to pay you back.
Yeah.
Be fair. Don't be cheap. Invest in your friends. Share them. Consume from the restaurants. Consume from their product. Hire them. Recommend them. God will bless you. I recommend everyone. And one of the things I want to share as well, that there's going to be a lot of people coming into our podcast, a lot of guests from different trades, lawyers, doctors, accountants, ACs, police officers, managers. All these trades are going to come and speak about what they do, just like you do. It's a funny combination, roofing and
low voltage, yeah.
And look, we're out here. I'm learning from you. You learn from me. And when the guest comes and speaks about their trade, they're going to learn as well things from us, and we'll learn from them. And people that are getting, for instance, my cousin Ruben is starting a restaurant in Ocala, and I have a friend, shout out to Peter from Dundex. He said he will come, so hopefully he comes.
He's gonna be in the seat.
He's gonna be in the seat, and he's gonna hopefully share his experience as if it's not him, anyone of people that wants to do restaurants. How do they start? When do they start? How do you even put do the first, because food is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
And I had a friend that wanted to start something with in the food industry, with restaurants. I had no idea. The things I needed were different from him. So if a trade that comes here helps you, please give us a like and subscribe.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see. I want to ask you another one of these questions. What was the moment you said, "Damn, this is harder than I thought"?
A month into this.
A month into it.
A month into seeing my bank account deplete, my savings were deplete. My wife was sustaining me, bro, and I had just been married, bro.
I'm on that boat too.
Shout out to my wife. That I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for her.
I feel you, bro.
Get yourself a good wife.
Shout out to the wives, man. Shout out to my baby too. Shout out to her. She took me out to Art Basel this weekend, so I love her to death.
Hey, you know, Kevin Hart said in one of his books, no one makes it without a team.
Nah, bro. Not at all, bro. You need a team.
So what about you? When did you realize that, man, this is a tough thing?
First day, bro. Cause mind you, dog, I jumped head first. I never worked for a low voltage IT company. I never did none of that.
Dive into it,
dived into it, bro. And you know how I learned? I literally just practiced at my house, buying the material and and just doing little things. But then there's things on site that I learned on site, like the list can go on, but I could talk about this one screw. There's a thing called a Simpson screw that goes into the ceiling, and it's almost like a Tabcon, but then it has a head that you could thread rods into, and I didn't know nothing about that. I had no idea about that, and I went to all these stores. I went to the IEC, that's a union that I'm a part of, and I called them up and tried to get some guidance, and they couldn't help me either. So I was like, fuck, bro, who do I call? What do I do? I didn't know what to do. And I said that to say I installed one at the end of the day, and I showed the project manager. I'm like, hey, I just wanted to know if this is okay with you. And he's like, what? And then he looked at the one. He's like, oh my God, he did one screw. He he made fun of me in front of the whole crew. But yeah, bro, that's when I realized, like, fuck, bro, I'm really in here, and I really have to figure it out.
That was what was your biggest job? Your biggest job was your biggest job?
No, my biggest job right now is the one on sample. And it's not that it's a lot of drops; it's a lot of equipment. So it's a smart home system. There's a system called Crestron, and it's something that you're able to control on your phone, on keypads, and it's super sensitive, and it connects directly to your electrical panel.
Really?
Yeah. So that one I'm scared of. I'm still not done with that, but that one I did charge adequately for, and I'm making some decent money on that one. Shout out to Danny again.
My biggest job was a school. I did a school, and one of the things you mentioned, I didn't know they had deteriorated metal panels. The roof, our roofing installation was supposed to be installed over the metal panels, and they were all deteriorated. And the hardest part, because I had never encountered this in a job ever, especially me setting, I sold a school, and this was in Pompano, somewhere around there. It was a Deerfield, somewhere around that area. And I didn't know where to get the panels. So the same thing, bro. We go digging for what you need. Now I know where to get. I made the contact, know where to get the panels. Shout out to the family member. Well, I can't do a shout out.
You can't? Oh, okay.
Okay, so I wanted...
Was it ABC Supply?
No. I'm not gonna do a shout out, but I do want to remember one of my friends in this school that he went and welded the school, the panels. He was welding the panels on let's say it was a Friday, and I paid him on Sunday. He was upset because his mom was sick in the hospital. It was 4th of July, brother. I went to pay him on a Sunday. He told me he was upset because his mom was sick, and unfortunately, my friend passed away on Tuesday.
I remember that.
July. He passed away, so I want to take the time to remember him because he helped me get the job done. He's no longer with him. Rest in peace, and shout out to his family. His brother married my cousin.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And...
Oh, that's the one that's always at the family parties.
No, he doesn't come around.
I thought it was Trap Sister.
No. It's the Pila. His name is Pila. Rest in peace, Pila. And his son is I grew up with his son, his sister, his wife. They were in Brentwood.
Yeah,
they were my neighbors.
They were in Brentwood too.
Yeah, little did I know that now we're tied in.
Shout out Brentwood, man. There's a lot of people came out of that.
Yeah. And I have a story from a cousin that was my biggest job. So para toda la gente que hay rumores y cuantas cosas, vamos a ponerle drama a este pedo, güey. Tengo un primo que se vino de México y el cabrón empedó a toda la gente y los volteó para que no se presentaran al trabajo más grande que me había salido, para que tú sepas la gente que tú ayudas.
Damn.
So, aquí no hay gente buena, hay gente mala, so él sabe quién es. Y aquí es como es. Y empezó a todos, but the biggest job, el trabajo más grande y más importante, quiso echármelo a perder. Pero ¿sabes qué? No one showed up but 2 people. And you know what the funny thing is?
Who? What?
¿Sabes quién se fue a hacer el trabajo?
Who?
Carlos Luna, Marco Luna, Sixto Luna, Manuel Luna y 2 trabajadores.
Oh.
We knew how to do the job. So when you know how to do the job and your workers don't show up, guess what? You go back to where you initiated, up in the roof. So There's no impossibles. There's obstacles.
Shout out to the haters.
Shout out to the haters. Hey, bro, it was a pleasure. And
stay tuned for episode 3, man.
thank you. Thank you to everyone that heard the whole podcast. Give your comments. We're newbies at this, and I'm getting better. The tequila helped my zero alcoholic beverage. Thank you, everyone that tuned in. Le mandamos un fuerte saludo. Subscribe, like. Vienen cosas mejores. Vamos a intentar hacer este podcast algo más entretenido y pasarla bien. Y no sé si quieres agregar algo más, Eddie. No sé si quieras repasar algo que te gustaría hablar. Closing questions. I don't know. What's your biggest fear in this?
My biggest fear is what you said before, is if I finish like a year, like next year, if I stop pursuing my business, like why would I stop? You know what I'm saying? Like that, just not going forward. That's my biggest fear. But more than anything, I want guys to look up my webpage, ctctechs.com. If you guys are interested in any type of low voltage work, just fill out the form, submit it, and I'll get back to you ASAP with some sort of estimate or even just setting up an appointment so we can go ahead and continue to grow this thing of ours.
And if you need roofing, repairs, re-roofs, anything pertaining to roofing or construction, because we're getting into construction now.
Oh, snap.
We're getting that's
See, your daddy was calling me greedy because I was in construction trying to get into roofing.
No, but we did it right. Mine didn't leak. So far, the property manager is happy. You know what? I don't do the job. Shout out to the people. Mi cuñado Paul, que es chingón, ha echado la mano, bro. And it's who you know when he knows what he's doing. So since he knows what he's doing, I know what I'm doing.
Exactly.
I'm just the image. He's the real guy. He's the real deal.
Still important to have you, though. Shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah, thank you so much. Gracias, bendiciones. Denos like, suscríbanse, vienen cosas mejores. ¡Chao, chao!